Hello and welcome again for another training video from Scheidel & Bachmann Parking Solutions. This time it is about Intervo Smart Validation. In the first chapter we repeat the introduction video, but maybe you take the chance to watch it again. Take it as a refresh because we will refer to it. Thanks.
How does Intervo online validation work? This is Tom. Tom is the operator of a car park near a shopping center. He would like to help retailers reimburse their customers' parking charges. In the past, he either provided shop owners with prepaid tokens or an offline discounting device. However, Tom is not happy with any of these options, since they are costly and require a lot of effort to run. These solutions are also not very flexible. In today's world, there has to be a better solution. Tom went online and found Scheidel & Bachmann, a leading creator of smart parking solutions. This is where he was introduced to Intervo Online Validation. Intervo Online Validation is a smart app that allows him to connect to stores without having to outfit them with expensive hardware. And here's how it works. Dealers install the app on their smartphone or tablet. They can set various discounts and permissions for employees in their own portal over the internet. So, for example, a cashier can grant a standard discount, but the dealer can grant a larger special discount. After purchase, the customer's tickets for parking are scanned and the discounts are transferred. It's as simple as that. Several discounts from different stores can also be gathered on one parking ticket. Tom is particularly pleased that the dealers can manage their system themselves, so he does not have to invest any extra time in system upkeep. Thanks to the integrated reporting function, both Tom and the shop owner have an overview at all times of who is giving what discounts, when and where. Tom is thrilled, because he's now saving a lot of time and money. The dealers are pleased to have a modern form of customer loyalty, which has a positive effect on their business. And the dealers' customers are happy too, because these customers can now get several discounts when shopping in various shops and can park cheaply too. Do what Tom did and inform yourself now. www.scheidel-bachmann.com.
To support a smooth going live, all involved groups need to have some information and need to do some preparation work. And therefore, Scheidel & Bachmann has provided several documents to ease this process. Tom, representing the car park operator, as our project management team, as our sales team, all need to be aware of the requirements that need to be fulfilled, and so our S-base SharePoint should provide documents to Tom and to the rest of the team to make all aware of the steps that need to be done now. Fact sheets, flowcharts, user manuals, configuration details will support this and will explain also what kind of roles are needed to be fulfilled in regard to the later operation of the Smart Validation portal. Especially new customers did not have the chance to get their experience, so they need to know what kind of duties they will have in such a project. Here Tom needs to be aware that the technical connectivity of the car park, setup and certain parameters, role assignments involving the garage manager, involving the retailers, distributing of information to all of them, a final test before going live is part of his duties. Let's have a look on the technical requirements. What do we need to do to make validations possible? We start with a simple example how to validate a simple barcode ticket with a mobile device like a tablet or mobile phone. Here we do not differentiate between app or a portal-based solution, we just talk about the validation itself. not for scanning, but for transferring the validation into the car park, we need an online connectivity, and so we need a login, because we need permission for each user to do validations and to have certain validations available. Here we see the complete scenario where somebody has parked his car on the lower left in the picture in Tom's garage, and he walks over to a retailer called King Crown, and he has done some shopping there, and he should receive now a validation. So he presents his ticket to the retailer, and he, with his mobile device, scans, in this case, the barcode, and the validation of whatever $1 will be transferred online via mobile data or Wi-Fi into the internet, into the validation portal in this case, and from the portal to the corresponding cell computer or Intervo core to reach the car park. And later on, when the customer walks back to the car park and presents his ticket to the pay station, then the pay station 601 will know that this ticket has been validated once or even multiple times. Lessons learned for Tom. I need to connect the garage to the World Wide Web. Yes, that's what it is. We need to connect each single garage, each server, let's say, to the portal, and therefore our project management and our IT will support our customer in connectivity of his car parks and providing the proper software. In the meanwhile, Tom should invite his retailers to join the validation portal, because we as Scheid & Bachmann usually don't know those retailers, and so he should inform them that he is establishing such a validation portal, and then based on the feedback he should distribute furthermore information about the validation portal. Therefore, he could use the fact sheet, he could use the user manuals for retailers, shop owners, shop operators, and for the employees. And he could also distribute the link to the validation portal, because there we also have the registration form where new retailers could apply to join the validation portal. From an accounting perspective, we need different accounts for different retailers, also to provide different validation amounts to different employees, and we also need a transaction count to see how many of each validation type have been done, and we may also restrict the number of validations and then to release the validation account after topping up the account by the retailer. More duties for Tom. He needs to create user accounts for his garage managers, because each garage might be miles or kilometers away from each other, so we may have different rate structures, and so we may have to have different validation amounts or validation types in amount or in percent. And later on, each car park manager needs to manage his own account and his own validations. Tom is also able to integrate the portal into his own website if necessary, and then he also needs to set up the employee accounts for the retailer. The retailer will then be able to create his own user accounts for his own employees inside the portal to restrict or to assign certain validation amounts, or we also call it products, to his employees. So as already mentioned, the validation does not work without individual login. Last but not least, it's strongly recommended to do a final test for the user accounts, for limits and for the reporting to succeed in the going live. And yeah, that's the end of our video. That should be our navigation for you from product to solution. If you have any improvements, be invited to mail. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you next time.